Hello, internship applicants.
I have so many positive things to say about the program. I loved every second of it. Even the really challenging weeks, I feel like I was pushed appropriately to grow in the directions that I wanted to and that I needed to, and was given so much support.
Despite the internship being a larger consortium, our cohort was very close. We made sure to get together several times throughout the year before COVID. We went bowling, we went out to the park, and we had a very active group text message.
Certainly, I've made friendships that I know are going to last for the rest of my life, and I so valued every single one of my cohort mates.
I made some amazing friends both within and outside of my track, as well as with the fellows in the neuropsychology section. I am still so close to so many of them, even though we live thousands of miles away from each other now.
Living in the city of Baltimore has been a wonderful experience. I've been able to do more outdoor activities, experience my first fall, and I end most days looking at the sunset on the water by the Inner Harbor. My weekends are spent outside at different parks and other activities or trying local restaurants. I appreciate being exposed to different sorts of culture and people of a different region.
The thing I absolutely loved about my internship was living in Maryland and exploring all of the surrounding areas. On weekends, I would go visit anywhere from Ocean City to Bethesda to Alexandria, Washington, D.C., Annapolis. You name it, I went there. It is such a beautiful area and there's so much to do.
I was in the serious mental illness track. One of the things I really liked is that we had specific track didactics. I had SMI didactics throughout the year, and PTSD didactics went on that rotation.
I was a comprehensive track intern, and so thinking about the flexibility of experiences and the diversity of experiences that I had were so helpful in forming what I want to do with the rest of my life and the way that I want to move forward in my career.
I'm a health psychology intern, and this year I've had the opportunity to work within primary care mental health integration, the Baltimore site, and I really enjoyed the experience I had. I really enjoyed the teamwork involved with PCMHI.
The supervisors I had in the neuropsychology and geropsychology sections were beyond knowledgeable, but more importantly, they also helped me develop greater independence as internship progressed, and all of my supervisors helped me feel more confident in my own abilities.
The leadership was so concerned with our well-being and wanted to hear how we felt and what we were thinking and our level of comfort with everything that was happening. I have to say that it really struck me that even though basically everything was on fire and we didn't really know what was happening, that there was still such an emphasis placed on making sure that we got our training experiences and training needs met and that we were holding up okay.
Even though this year has been remote, I think that we've done a great job trying to foster a sense of community amongst the intern group. Every week, a few of us have a writing group. We have peer consultation. I've made an effort to take walks with folks, like still keeping our social distance and masks.
My supervisor met me at the developmental level I was at and collaborated on goals and opportunities while on rotation. They were approachable and very open and willing on finding ways to get the experience that I wanted.
The staff, too, is just so engaged. Everyone who's involved in the training program wants to be involved in the training program. They're interested in training and have such a wealth of knowledge.
And I always felt other people were considering me as like an emerging staff member or leader, never like an intern. And that kind of felt weird, but also really empowering.
Something that the internship does particularly well is to focus on diversity in a meaningful way. I learned something new and I talked about it in a way that was different and more meaningful and more significant. And it really helped me be able to apply it to my clinical experiences.
Getting to know individuals like veterans that I was working with at the VA just added to that sense of community. Like we would do an SUD treatment group. And then days later, I walk in the door and there are people in the lobby like shouting and waving at me and saying hi. It had a real connection that I really haven't experienced very often before. It just made my work seem so much more impactful.
The other thing that I thought was so important that I learned during internship was the focus on self-care. Everyone, all of the supervisors I had, and the training director were all so candid about their own experience with self-care and how they continued to strike a good work-life balance. And they were so thoughtful in helping us as interns to also achieve that balance.
And truly, I cannot say enough positive things about this internship. It was really the best decision I could have ever made in my life, and I'm so, so, so thankful that I matched there.
My internship at the VAMX has been beyond influential in my professional and personal growth. I'm sure it will be for you too.